What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about awesome Counter-Strike ideas, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit like, don't forget to suck my dick. Do I have your attention? Good. I wanted to make video editing more streamlined, so I downloaded DaVinci Resolve to make those stupid edits you just saw possible. Although I don't see myself becoming a YouTuber anytime soon, so you'll have to get used to me uploading, you know, maybe once a week, once a month, I don't know. Simply because these videos are complete happenstance, simply because of the fact that I keep saying I run out of ideas, but then I write more notes in my phone, and, well, then I come up with more stuff to do, but that's not going to be possible forever, and I just don't see myself doing YouTube full time. Maybe if these videos take off, I don't know, we will see, but for now it's gonna be just a fun little side hobby where I upload some random stuff for the few fans that I have, because you seem to enjoy these videos for some reason. Because of DaVinci Resolve, I have finally figured out the problem with the aspect ratio that I had previously, and now I can finally stretch out these videos so they fit full screen, but they're going to look, well, as stretched as gameplay looks for me, but at least it's gonna be full screen, so there you go. But to keep this a little shorter than the last one, and I'm going to also make it a little less opinionated, let's just get straight to the ideas, and this time we're gonna be talking about things that I am sure that most people can actually agree on, and there's not gonna be a bunch of memeing around. So anyway, let's get straight into it. Here he was talking about how, you know, Mirage is the most overplayed map in the game, and then he's playing it every single video. Okay. There's gonna be a little bit of hypocrisy in this video anyway, so it doesn't matter. But jokes aside, to the point. I'm buying the Mac 10 specifically for a reason, but we're gonna get into that in a second. But before that, my first idea that I came up with yesterday actually, and it's something that, again, I think most people can agree upon, simply because it gives you a, not competitive advantage, but much necessary information, I'd like to believe. So, if we just do this, I drop the weapon, now that is an empty weapon, right? How many times has this happened to you in Counter-Strike? You're fighting some guy over here, you know, you're doing your thing, and then, oh crap, I need to reload, oh there's a weapon right here, let me just, oh, this one is also empty, and you're dead 50 minutes ago. Right? You cannot tell which weapon is empty on the floor or not. There's no way to tell whether there is ammo in this one or not. And you know, that's a little risk-reward type of thing. You know, mid-battle, you might want to pick up a weapon. You know, a more common scenario, I would like to believe, is you're shooting him with your M4 as a CT, and you see an AK over here, boom, boom, you know, you're fighting, you're doing your thing, and then, oh, there's an AK here, oh, crap, hold on, let me just go behind cover real quick, and, you know, it gets you killed. So, something I would like to see is, when these weapons are empty, if it's possible for the mag to be gone. Let's say that it cuts off here, you know, so that you can tell that it's empty, much like, you know, an AK without a magazine. Maybe the pistol can have the slide locked back on the floor, or maybe, you know, just a visual cue that the weapon is empty, so that those quick seconds in a firefight you can just quickly glance and say, oh, there's no long handle, that means it's empty. Then you know that before you pick it up you have to quickly go behind cover and reload. This would actually make sense, given that Counter-Strike is such a super competitive game. You shouldn't have to risk 50-50 living or dying just because you visually cannot tell whether or not the weapon is empty or not. I think that would be a very important change actually, and would competitively make sense. And if I understand it correctly, the models for the empty, you know, magless version, they're in-game, simply because I cannot confirm this, but when you reload in-game, I mean, there is an animation that you do, and I'd like to believe that the mag goes in and out of the weapon, even in third person, right? So because of that, there is a magless version, like a magless model in the game, so just implement that on the floor when the weapon is empty. I think that would be a smart thing to do. The second issue that I would like to talk about, or a possible fix, and I know here is the hypocrisy. I talked last video about how everybody's focusing on map fixes, skin fixes, yada yada yada, and I mean that was just to force my point, to be honest, but there is still some truth to it. I think we can all agree on that. However, this time I'm gonna be talking about a skin issue indeed, but this time simply because it is so problematic given the name and what it stands for and yada yada, that I need to talk about this. So for those of you who bought the Mac 10 gold brick, you know what it's supposed to look like. Here is some footage from a random YouTuber that I'm going to be referencing in my description. I found of the old Mac 10 because I forgot to record back in the day when I bought this skin in CS2. But as you can see, it's supposed to be clearly gold, right? It's supposed to be golden, hence the name Gold Brick. That's the whole point of the skin. I even found some Reddit threads talking about how ugly it looks now and how terrible it is. Some people call it the, what was it, a hearing aid green or something like that. But it's so true, unfortunately. I don't know why they made the skin like this. Maybe it's just a temporary update glitch, but now it's been like this for a couple of updates, so I figured I'd make a YouTube video to capture Valve's attention, possibly, to maybe look at a possible fix for this. Simply because, well, I paid for my unemployed, self, quite a bit of money to buy this, and suit yourself, waste of money, all those points are valid, I understand, but come on now. The thing is, I bought the gold brick because I'm going for a gold theme, as you can see. I love that the brass Glock is more gold than the gold brick, but I'm going for a gold theme on my weapons, and that's why I bought the gold brick, and it is supposed to be gold. But the problem is, as you can see in the footage, I mean, the gun practically is silver, even when there's yellow reflections nearby. Either it's green or silvery or whatever. It is definitely absolutely not gold. I mean, there's a hint of yellow in there, but I mean, look at that gun. What color would you say that is? I mean, that's clear-cut silver with a little bit of urine mixed in, possibly. No, but seriously, I don't understand. And the reason I complain about this one specifically is because, unlike other skins, okay, this is a huge problem, simply because this is not the case of, oh no, my gamma Doppler has a light blue pixel on it, it lost its value, quick sell for less money and all that stuff. No, this is actually wrong, straight up, simply because it's called gold brick and it's silver. And the reason that's a problem is because, there it is, look at that, Mac 10 silver. I mean, if there is a silver skin in the game and it practically looks the same, what is the point? I mean, if we just go into the loadout real quick over here, yes, I have the revolver equipped still, sue me, man. You can do some sick plays with it in casual, I'm telling you. A little reference to my previous video there. But yeah, so if we go back to the buy area and then we buy another Mac 10, this is the silver one. And I mean, the thing is, I know that there is a slight difference, but I mean, it is so slight. It genuinely is so slight. It's the glitter. The glitter is the only thing that gives it away, otherwise it looks practically silver. Like in some angles it is gold, like in some dark areas maybe you could let it pass as gold. But that's the thing, given how gold it used to be, I just don't, I mean, come on, I mean, at a quick glance, like I know there's a slight difference, but come on. So this needs to be fixed, Valve. Like, seriously, like, all jokes aside, this is not a Valve please fix. This is genuinely a thing because the skin is dropping in price. People are complaining. There's threads about it. And I see all these super expensive skins getting fixed, but I see no reason for this one not to get fixed as well. Especially given how wrong it is. This is not a single pixel being wrong on the knife or whatever. This is a completely different color. The gold is silver, and you already have a silver in-game. That would be on the level of, let's say you buy a, you know, sapphire knife and it's ruby red. You know, it's like this is a completely different thing going on here. So you need to fix this, honestly. I don't mind the price dropping on my skin. I'm not talking about it from an economical perspective. I'm simply being, you know, a little picky about my themes being ruined because this weapon, I mean, I chose Mirage with all the yellow reflections. Here it is slightly golden, but I'm telling you, on Nuke or whatever, this gun is straight up silver. And it's bothersome, honestly. Because at that point, I literally wasted money. I could have just stuck with my silver one. Why did I even buy this? That's where my problem sits. And the fact that it used to be good golden. Even in CS2, like that was not in CSGO, even in CS2, the early days, it was good. So I don't understand how this happened. More than likely they're going to fix it because Valve is very keen on fixing specifically skins and so on and so forth, so that's great. But in case this skin has slipped under the radar or whatever, Valve, I'm asking you to please fix it, sincerely this time. These reflections are my favorite. Ever wanted a neon green Mag 10? Anyway, to the other point now. So, the new revolver, right? As you can see, there's bullets inside of it. When you reload, there's bullets and so on and so forth in, well, the CS2 model. But if we go back to the buy zone, and then let me just quickly fix this here real quick. If we go and apply a skin from the CSGO model, and we rebuy the revolver, this is the old model. And for those of you who don't know about this, there's actually indeed 2 versions of every gun in the game. That's how they implemented the old skins from CSGO. They just revert back to the old models. That's why there's 2 different versions of the Glock, 2 different versions of, you know, the USP with a raised back sight, iron sights, and so on and so forth. You can notice these tiny, minute little details. But yeah, so that means that there's 2 models in the game, which is slightly annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But if it's the only way they can implement the old skins, you know, okay, you know, it's take it or leave it type of deal, so I'm not gonna complain. The issue here is that there are some slight problems with the weapons in the game because of this. There is a YouTube video that I'm going to have in my description that showcases every single thing right and wrong with the guns in Counter-Strike 2. And then he references some of these issues, and one of them is this one. You know, some of them are just model mistakes, some of them are just, you know, this weapon is supposed to be open bolt, but it isn't. But this one is the funniest, so that's why I decided to showcase it in my video as well, because this drives me nuts. Especially when I miss with the R8 in game, I tend to blame it on the fact that, hey, I'm shooting air, that's why I missed. You know, it's not me, the gun is not loaded. Why? Well, take a look at this. So, look at that. I mean, it's filled with air, people. There's no bullets there, you know. There are no bullets. I need more bullets. No, but really, I mean, it's just funny to me, you know. It's really annoying. I mean, this is a minor issue, you know. I don't see them fixing it, but I mean, at the same time, I kind of do, because this is one of those issues that is just so goofy that I just don't understand why it's not fixed already, you know. But it is what it is. Some Gen Z, some Gen Z, you know, twitching over here. There you go. I mean, I'm keeping your attention, people. Come on now. No, but yeah. So I just wish they would fix that. You know, like the Mac 10 as well. It's supposed to be locked back and open bolt. And once again, this is the funniest part for me because they fixed that in CS:GO. This weapon used to be open bolt, but it's closed. So I don't understand. But again, you know, they have different priorities. I mean, they're trying to fix the game to be competitively viable and so on and so forth. Counter-Strike has never been really about realism in the first place. I mean, there is even a video, there's a weapons expert talking about the guns in Counter-Strike, and he showcases the fact that, you know, the M4s handle where you hold your hand, it's too thick, and that's because Valve based it on the soft airgun model that has the battery compartment there, and therefore it has to be thick enough to fit that instead of the actual weapon. Now the Counter-Strike 2 model is based on the real M4, that's why it's slimmer, but you can see this for yourself. Buy the M4A1S without a skin, and you'll notice that it looks super skinny, and you can even see that there's a gap between the thumb and where he holds the weapon. Matter of fact, let me show you. I can show you that actually. So if you buy a skinless M4, you can see, oh, my glove glitched over from the T side. I don't have this equipped on the CT side. Funny. But anyway, so as you can see, there's a gap. The warm-up symbol is in the way, but you can see there's a gap between the thumb and the weapon right there where he holds it. But then, if we go into the loadouts menu, we click on the M4. Where is it? There it is. And then we buy, say, a Cyrex version of this gun. Then you can see that it's way thicker. There's not as big of a gap between the thumb and the weapon itself, and it's just overall a lot thicker. Just a quick comparison over here. See, skinnier, a little bit thicker. It's a very slight difference, but yeah, so just to prove that there are two different models of every gun in the game, but that's pretty old news. I mean, if you go into the loadout menu, the most obvious one, if you inspect this weapon, this is what I was talking about. So you raised sights to compensate for the fact that you have a suppressor. That's actually realistic. This is how the gun looks with a suppressor attached. You have to raise the sights, otherwise you wouldn't be able to see above, you know, the suppressor itself. But then if you go look at the old model, this is CSGO Cyrex once again, you can see that there is no raised sights. They're flat with the gun, and well, yeah. So yeah, very classy name there. Okay, Teenage Me used to be a different breed, okay? But there you go. So there are slight differences between the weapons, and one of them is again that the R8 for some reason misses its bullets. It would be nice if Valve could put them back, because I would like to be able to hit my targets, you know. I'm just saying. Yeah. Well guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. In the background I was actually talking about an issue regarding the kill feed, but I decided to delete the audio for that and put this over it instead. So look at the unrelated gameplay. There's a reason why I'm goofing around. I was trying to showcase something. The reason I decided to delete this part is because I realized that the point that I'm making is literally pointless, because there is a separate fix for it in CS2, so it kind of makes it irrelevant. It's not irrelevant completely, however the issue is irrelevant enough. Basically, I was making a point about how it was easier to detect your kills versus other people's kills in CSGO compared to CS2. That being, you know, in CS2 the only difference between your kills and other people's is the red line, while in CSGO nobody had black bars around their kills, only you had black bars when you got a kill, and that in your peripheral vision it would be easier to see if you got a kill, versus the slight super skinny red line around your kills, and so on and so forth. But I realized that there's the card counting system in the center of your screen lighting up for every kill you get in CS2, so I mean it kind of makes it irrelevant. The only point I can make here is my noob, you know, head mistook when I had the red HUD on back in the day as my red theme before I changed that. If you have the red HUD on and you get those cards pop up, it looks like you're taking damage from behind sometimes when you're getting a kill, simply because of the red lighting up. Now of course that's just stupidity and me having to get used to it. That's all it is. I mean, it's just pointless. So yeah, I don't know. So here's just some random footage. But anyway guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully for real now, this is the last Counter-Strike ideas video I will ever make. I really don't want to make another one, because these ideas are getting kind of ridiculous and pointless at this point. But yeah, if I do, then I do. If I don't, I don't. You'll see what happens. But yeah, take care guys, and I'll see you in the next video, or whatever it's gonna be. Yeah, take care.
What's up guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about awesome ideas for Counter-Strike. You know what I'm saying? You need to hit that like, fuck.